All right, we have a 7.5 horse, 3-phase reciprocating compressor from Napa. Customer states the belts are bad or broken, and yes, they are. It's supposed to be 2, there's only 1 there, and it's broken. So we'll pull all this apart, get the old belts out, make sure the motor and the pump are neither of them are locked up, and we will go get some new belts. All right, we finally got the belt guard off, and the pump is fine. Everything looks moderately lined up. The electric motor spins freely, so we'll go source a couple belts and put them on and see what we got. All right, after driving around 6 different places, I finally found a couple B72 belts. I don't carry anything that small in my truck. I went to put them on, and the motor was a little too close to the pump, so I had to take the belt back off and adjust these bolts, or I had to loosen these bolts and slide the motor back to where you could tell it was from the factory. And then the belts are on. I rolled them on. They're nice and tight. So now, before I put the belt guard back on, I'm going to fire it up and make sure everything was okay. Also, there was, from the shredded belts, there was belt pieces everywhere, so I made sure to clean those off the pulleys. All right, so the breaker's on, the disconnect's off, so let's fire it up. All right, everything looks good. On this one, it has such a small pulley on the electric motor that it turns the pump pretty slow. That's actually a 10 horsepower pump on a 7.5 horsepower motor. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the belt guard back on. All right, on this one, there's just a bunch of 1/4-inch bolts all the way down and around. And then this one, you have to take this head bolt loose and swing this bracket out of the way, and then the belt guard will come up. Got it all back assembled and fixing to fire it up. Everything's working the way it's supposed to. Right there where I put my finger, there's supposed to be a 1/4-inch bolt and a lock nut that holds the belt guard on, but it's such a pain in the butt to get it off and then back on that you normally just leave those off. It took me 6 different places to find 2 belts of the same size that fit this. So sometimes if you're not from the area,